listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land, and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, a little chilly, but that is to be expected because it is the fall. 48 degrees going up to a high of 61 with no chance of showers in the forecast, which is a beautiful thing because I have to go out this morning. So I have a very short show. I told you guys yesterday that the Greater East Side Chamber in Snellville is having an event this morning where there is the give back event. They're going to be collecting donations in food for turkeys, canned good items, and gift certificates. And also I found out yesterday that I'm being recognized. That was unexpected. So I want to give a thank you to the Greater East Side Chamber for recognizing me. So now I got to go. I was just planning to go and be a part of the event, but now I had to dress up, put on makeup, y'all, and do all that so I can look kind of cute when I get there this morning. So this is a short show, so I won't be talking as long as I normally do, but I just want to give you the opportunity. Listen, if you listen to the show right now, you want to participate, you can. The event starts at 11 o'clock. It's going to be the Summit Chase Country Club in Snellville. You can go out. The tickets are $30. If you go to Greater East Side Chamber website, which is eastsidechamber.com, you can get your ticket there to support. Part of the proceeds from that event will also go to people who right now who really are in need of, families who are really in need of food and clothing and shelter and just a lot going on. You know, last year this time, Derek J. Wilson and I did an event called Christmas in the Park. And I told you guys, like, I was surprised, you know, and I know homelessness and right now it's probably worse than last year because we didn't have COVID this time last year. And we still had families show up in the cold and rain because they really needed food. They really needed coats. They really needed shelter. So there are a lot of families out there that need our support. And so if you can go out, even if you can't go to eastsidechamber.com, make the $30 donation. Even if you cannot show up, make that donation. So those proceeds can go towards helping a family who's in need. And trust me, y'all, there are a lot of families right now that are in need because of COVID-19. And so we're doing all we can to support them in our small way. And listen, it may not seem like a lot, but it's going to help. So if you can drop by Summit Chase Country Club and drop off some canned goods, drop off a turkey, drop off a gift card, that's very much appreciated. And it starts at 11. I think it runs to like 12:30, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember the time. But anyway, 11 o'clock, we're there. And so that's why the show is going to be really short this morning. So I'm not going to keep on talking. But thank you for your support on the behalf of the chamber. So make sure to do that. All right. Today is National Princess Day, and also it's Mickey Mouse birthday, y'all, and also it's National Educational Support Professionals Day. So if you know someone who's in the educational field, give them some support, especially now. There's a lot going on in our educational system because of COVID-19. There's a lot going on around the world in the education system. So if you know anybody in the education professional, show them some love today because it's National Educational Support Day, Professional Support Day. All right. We're gonna go ahead and kick off our horoscopes with brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thorson for today, Wednesday, November the 18th. Listen, it's hump day. Y'all made it to the middle. You're almost there. Yes, you made it to the middle, baby. You're almost there. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Don't let your emotions interfere with your professional integrity. Sudden romantic connections may be short-lived. Deceit with coworkers is apparent. Listen, Aries, you got some coworkers that's trying to kick your back in, baby. So watch your back because it's going to be apparent. And you'll see them. Let me tell you, when they show you who they are, though, Aries, you better believe them. I'm just saying. Taurus, family talks may get a little combative. Don't give them the use of your credit card. Take care of personal needs. Listen, Taurus, don't give anybody your credit cards. It's that time of the season where people want to shop. Listen, people will try to get your credit card who don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? So hold on to the card. If you don't want a high bill, don't give the credit card away. It's that time of the year. You know, next Saturday is Small Business Saturday, and it's also Black Friday. So just know that next Friday, people, let me tell you, it's going to start Thanksgiving night, probably Thanksgiving morning. Everybody going to go crazy shopping. So hold on to your credit cards, Taurus. Gemini, You will enjoy lavish forms of entertainment and should consider making arrangements early. Residential moves look hectic and sudden changes in your life are likely. Get busy on projects that improve your own image and you will have the discipline to succeed. Yes. Let me tell you, Gemini, I've been on a mission to improve me for the whole year. Yep. And you know what? I'm excited because I'm doing really well. There are times when I feel funky. I ain't gonna lie. I'm keeping it real. But when I look at the overall picture, this journey, I'm feeling good about it. And every day I feel better and better. And when I tell you I feel excited, you probably can hear it in my voice. When I'm doing this show, like I feel better and better. Like, because, it's the thing is doing what you love and getting rewarded for it, both personally, emotionally, and financially. So that is a good thing. When it gets to that point, yes, it's a good thing. So I'm excited. Cancer. Your leadership qualities will come in handy. Your talents might just be discovered. All right, make alternate plans just in case you need to make a career shift. All right, listen, people are watching you. Your leadership qualities will come in handy. So make sure you do your best work. All right, Cancer, people are watching you. Your talents, if you got some talents that's been hidden, they may be discovered. People are watching you. People are always watching you, especially if you're on social media. That's why I'm not on social. Like I have every social media account there is, and I'm hardly ever on social media. And people send me stuff on Facebook all the time. They say, I sent you something. And I said, did you send it to my email? No, I sent it to you on Facebook. That's not my email. So I probably didn't get it because you sent it to me on Facebook, which I'm hardly ever on Facebook because I'm really not a fan of Facebook like that. Leo, health problems may prevail if you haven't been getting enough rest. Do you really want to start something with someone you can't reason with? No. You need to spend some time getting to know this person all over again. Yeah, you might want to do that. Listen here. Listen, Leo. If you're trying to get into something serious, you got to spend the time to get to know that person. You know what I'm saying? And even after you get into the situation, you will still find out things you didn't know about the person. By that time, it may be too late. You may not be in a position that you want to turn back. So get all the information up front, everything you can possibly get up front. So now you can make a pretty informed decision about the rest of your life with that person. With that person, I'm telling you, you don't want any surprises later on down the line. Don't be fooled by all the outside stuff. You need to dig deep. Dig deep now. Don't wait till you get into the situation, then start to try to dig deep now. I'm just saying, you want to know. Virgo, your reputation will be affected. You may be tempted to spend too much on entertainment or luxury items. Secret affairs may be tempting. Listen, if you're thinking about doing a secret affair, your reputation will be affected. If it's a secret, don't do it, Virgo. Don't let it tempt you. Avoid temptation. Listen, you got to pray on it. Pray on it. Don't do it. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by No Distracted Michael Thyson. Stay tuned.
Throw your things away tonight. We'll go a different way, you and me. Tell your friends that this might take some time and you'll be back another day. I can see us breaking down the barrier. Oh yeah. With the speed of light we cross the stratosphere. Oh yeah, we can go so far away. Baby, let's go far, so far, you and me. Let's dance the night away, we're locked together far away, you and me. We'll have a celebration to an unknown destination, can't you see? I can see us breaking down the barrier. Oh yeah. With the speed of light we cross the stratosphere. Oh yeah. dance all night till the break of dawn. Come on now that you're feeling so, oh baby.
It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Equilibrium in your romantic life is likely to treat your partner well. Put your efforts into money-making ventures. Don't hesitate to come right out and ask for the pertinent information. Listen, you want to know the answer? Ask for the information. You got to ask. You know what I'm saying? You can't just sit there on your fingers, sitting on your hands, Libra. Just ask them. Here's the thing. They may not want to tell you, but at least you ask. Here's the thing. They won't tell you if you never ask, right? All right. Scorpio, move forward if you want to turn your life around. Do what's best for the people you love most. Your hypnotic eyes will capture the hearts of those who interest you. Okay, flash your eyes today, baby, because they hypnotic. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink. I'm just saying. You looking for love? Today's your day. Look into my eyes. I feel like Dracula, right? Yeah, I know I like all that stuff. Sagittarius, your ideas could put you into action. Your high energy, original ideas, and excellent memory will aid you in accomplishments. All right, you may find that family members may not be too easy to get along with. If they're not, leave them alone. Listen, you got to focus your energy on these ideas you got because you got that good memory. You know what I'm saying, Sagittarius? You got some good ideas. Put them into action. This is the time. I feel like the universe, I'm telling y'all, I feel amazing, and I feel like it has a lot to do with the energy in the universe right now. I feel like there's more hope in the air. I feel like there's more hope in the air, and the energy has changed. As soon as we can get completely past this freaking election, I feel like 2021 is going to be an amazing, like in a year. Like this was something serious this year right here, 2020. But I feel like 2021 is going to be explosive in a good way. I think the energy is shifting already. Capricorn, it may not be the best time to socialize with clients or colleagues today. Be aware that minor accidents or injury may prevail if you are preoccupied. Education may be the answer. Yeah, don't listen. Watch what you're doing. Be conscious of what you're doing, because you don't want to have accidents, or you don't want to get injured. Here's the thing: you want to be in the best possible health you can be. So watch what you're doing today, Capricorn. Keep your eyes at full attention. Don't be distracted by your phone, by people talking, by gossip. Don't be distracted today, Capricorn. Aquarius, oh Lord, secret affairs may be tempting, but keep in mind that they will damage your reputation. If you decide to indulge, oh my goodness, Aquarius, that was it. Listen, look into some personal changes. You will find it difficult to control your emotions. You got a whole lot of stuff going on. Listen, you got a rep to protect. If it's a secret, don't do it. Don't do it, because it's going to damage your reputation. I don't care how good it look. I don't care how well it sounds. Don't do it. Don't do it. Fight it. I know you need like some garlic or something, some kryptonite. I know sometimes that stuff be so tempting, you just want to just dive in. It's like a piece of chocolate cake, right? You looking at the cake, you know, Lord, if I eat this cake, I know that's an affair, but I'm talking about temptation right now. Just temptation in general. Ooh, that's going to mess up my diet. I can't eat that cake. That cake be looking at you like, eat me, eat me, eat me, eat me. And you're like, no. So throw it in the garbage. But for you, Aquarius, don't do it. You got a rep to protect. And my fellow fish Pisces, invest wisely. Your personal life could have you tied up in knots. Your mind is on money-making ventures. Mine is always on money-making ventures. I woke up this morning on money-making ventures. A better diet, exercise, or a change to your relaxed atmosphere could be ways to soothe your nerves. Okay, better diet, working on that. Exercise, working on that. You know, a relaxed way to change your atmosphere. Okay, I embrace all of that today, except for the part being tied up in knots. I don't know what that means, but I don't need to be tied up in no knots. I don't want to be tied up in knots. I'm not accepting that I'm going to be tied up in knots. I don't know about you, fish. This fish is not accepting that, right? Invest wisely. I am accepting that. It was funny because my husband got a letter last night. It's hilarious. It's not funny, but he's like, hey, look at this. I said, yeah, one of the stocks you invested in, the company went bankrupt. Because it did. So that's what the letter said. Like, the company that you invested in, the stock has went bankrupt. The company has gone bankrupt. So what does that mean? You means you get no money. So you got to be, listen, when they say invest wisely, you got to invest wisely. And it's funny because we go over our investments all the time. Like, we sit there and we look at stuff. And he got that letter last night, and I was like, yeah, bro. Yeah, you're not going to get anything from this company. They done went belly up. They did a chapter 11. So invest wisely, fish. Look at the numbers. And if you don't understand what you're investing in, consult a professional. Just do it. Because some of these companies, because of everything that's going on, they don't have a leg to stand on right now. So you want to make sure that you're investing in strong companies like Zoom. Zoom stock is off the charts because everybody is doing Zoom. Let me tell you another good. Listen, I'm not telling you to invest in stock. This is not investment information. I'm just telling you what I've been noticing. Like, Zoom is one of the ones that's, like, you know, doing pretty good because everybody is looking at Zoom. Everybody's using Zoom. So talk to your investment strategist or your investment professional to help you build a portfolio of stocks that are doing well, and that when they look at the future forecast, they know that these stocks could withstand stuff like the coronavirus. That particular company did not. And I'm sure that was like I'm sure that wasn't the only reason they went belly up, but I'm sure that had a big part of it. So make sure that you consult a professional when you're trying to do, especially if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, consult a professional because you don't want to lose a whole lot of money. You know, fortunately, it wasn't a whole lot lost there, but it was definitely some loss. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for today. I'll be back again tomorrow to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Nodal Astrologer Micah Thoughts. And now let's get on to some news you can use here in Gwinnett County. So, you know, Gwinnett Commission Chairwoman Charlotte Nash, this is her last year in being in office. And so Nicole Love Hendrickson is coming into office pretty soon. And so she has put together a proposal with built-in flexibilities for Nicole as she takes the seat. You know, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Commissioner Nash did her time. She loved Gwinnett, and she did a lot of good work in Gwinnett County. And she's not, you know, she want to make sure that the next person coming in to fill that seat has everything they need to make the transition smooth. Unlike some other folks we know who just won't give up the seat and won't make the transition smooth. She's not that person, thank God. You know, listen, we love Gwinnett County, so does she. So why would she not want to make sure that when Nicole comes into the seat, everything runs smoothly and there's flexibility put in there? So she has proposed a plan that would allow flexibility as Nicole take the seat when her term starts. And so I think that's pretty cool. She need to call the White House and talk to that other person who won't do that. Commissioner Nash, call the White House, please. Just give him a call. Tell him, listen, follow in my footsteps. Ooh, unfortunately, that's not happening. You know, he fired some other folks yesterday. He fired some other folks, and then somebody else in the White House and the Senate tested positive for COVID. I'm telling y'all, it's just a hot mess. It is a hot mess, and the sooner we can get out of this mess, the better we're gonna be, right? And I think the energy right now is telling me that it's going good. So, Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley, the longest serving Republican senator and the third in line for presidential succession, said he tested positive for coronavirus. That's another person in the White House, y'all. Yeah, and he's old. So, I pray that he recover because that thing, maybe he has access to Regeneron because, you know, he's in the White House and they got access to the best medical care. We don't have to wait for them to do emergency for like Moderna and Pfizer. They can just go to Walter Reed and get some Regeneron and some zinc and vitamin D and all that, and they be back on their feet like in a couple of days. We seen it happen. I really do think President Trump had it because I saw him when he came home. He could barely breathe. He was like gasping for air, and then the next thing you know, he was back out campaigning. So whatever they gave them over at Walter Reed, it's probably the best in the world. And so I'm sure he's probably going to get his dose and feel a lot better. I pray he do. You know, here's the thing. I don't want to see anybody fail. I don't care what party they belong to. I want to see anybody have to just succumb to this crazy thing called the coronavirus. But anyway, he has tested positive for the coronavirus, so I'm sure he's going to be on quarantine. And who knows who he has been around in the Senate, because he's a senator. He's a Republican senator from Iowa. He's 87 years old. So all of these things play a factor in his recovery, and prayerfully he recover. You know, I'm just saying, I don't want to see anybody succumb to this disease. All right, listen, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned and beyond.
So many questions that I wanna ask, but I can find the reasons why. You always find a small excuse to leave. What's your excuse to make me cry? My love was lost when you came and took it all. My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out. Don't go, just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. Just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. How can I love you when you're not around? How can I let you let me down, down, down? How can I long for you feeling so small? Love should be everything or not at all. My love was lost when you came and took it all. My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out. Don't go, just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. Just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you a daily rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County and beyond. So listen, we got to still listen. Unfortunately, y'all, we still got to go back to the polls and vote because we have a Senate runoff between Kelly Loeffler and Warnock and Raphael Warnock and Perdue and Ossoff. So David Perdue and John Ossoff. There is a runoff between these four senators, and so. Well, two senators and two Senate hopefuls. There's a runoff, and so we got to go back to the polls. And I know some of you don't want to go like you. I know I want to put it behind me too. But here's the thing: if we get the right people in office, we won't have to worry about stuff like, oh my God, it's been since July and there's no stimulus bill that has been passed, and so people are hungry. They're about to be out of their house because they're getting evicted. All kinds of craziness going on because they need help. Because the stimulus package could have been passed by now, but the Senate is holding it up because I don't understand them. Here's the thing: they don't care. So the ones that's holding up the stimulus package, they don't care because it doesn't affect them. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to worry about that because they are super duper rich, like Kelly Loeffler, who's probably a billionaire, and David Perdue, who's probably they don't care. It doesn't affect them, and so. You got people who are starving right now. I got to go over and take food today to an event so we can help feed some folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, In a country that's supposed to be the richest country in the world. Think about that for a second. Just think about that for a minute. We live in a country that's supposed to be the richest and the best country in the world, and we are going through some kind of crazy shift right now. But here's what I do believe. I believe that shift is going to change, and it's going to change for the better for all of us. But we have to make sure we have the right people in the White House. And so you got to go back to the polls and vote. I know you don't want to vote, but you got to go to. So Tuesday, the Gwinnett County Commissioner voted to approve late December early voting schedule that will run December 14th through December 31st. So early voting here in Gwinnett County starts December 14th through the 31st, with the exception to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. These are county holidays, so there will be no voting polls open that day. But December 31st, December 14th through the 31st, you can do early voting. And then the election is January the 5th. All right? Gwinnett election supervisor said early voting will end on Thursday because the Friday of that week is New Year's Day, and that's a county holiday. So actually voting starts January 5th. For the runoff, you got to go back to the polls. Let me tell you something. This is why you got to go back, right? If you are, or anybody you know, don't have a job right now, could really use the stimulus money right now, could really use, some help moving forward. Your unemployment has run out. You're a gig worker and your unemployment has run out. You need to go to the polls and vote for the people who are going to make sure that the stimulus package get passed and that you are included in that package, right? You look at that. See, this is what I need people to understand. I'm not voting for a party just for a party. I'm voting for the party that has my best interest at heart. I'm not voting for a party with my ego. I'm voting for a party it has my interest and my family interest, best interest. You know what I mean? In mind. That's how you're supposed to vote. But people don't vote like that. They vote with their egos. They vote with nonsense. Vote for if you know your family is suffering. If you know you're about to be evicted. If you know your mortgage is behind. If you know that you don't have a job. If you know that your family needs food on the table. If you know that this is going to be the worst holiday for you ever. You need to go to the polls and vote for the party that has your best interest at heart. And let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, they aren't billionaires. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. So get to the polls. Early voting in Gwinnett County, December the 14th through the 30th. You got to go back to the polls and vote. Now, I'm not sure how the mail-in ballots are going to go. My mama has been asking me, hey, listen, when is my ballot coming? How my ballot get done? I will find out that information and bring it to you next week. What you need to do to get ballots by mail, because I know there's still a lot of people who cannot go to the polls and vote. Now, voting hours at Gwinnett early voting location will be 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the election headquarters in Lawrenceville and 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Bogan Park Community Recreation Center, Decula Park Activity Building, George Pierce Park Community Recreation Center, Lenora Park Gym, Lucky Shoals Park Community Recreation Center, Mountain Park Activity Building, Shorty Howell Park Activity Building, and possibly Gwinnett County Fairgrounds, depending on whether the fairgrounds are available. These are going to be early voting location and voting hours, right? So make sure you check them out. Now, for more information about this and to get all these locations, go to Gwinnett Daily Post. You'll see the story there, and you see all of the locations there. So find the locations as close to you, and so you can go do your early voting. I did early voting at the fairgrounds for the election. It went really smooth. I was only in line for about 20 minutes, but I'll tell you, people came prepared. I didn't bring a chair. I didn't do all that stuff, but there were people there who were prepared. They had brought their chair. They had jugs. I'm talking about jugs, like gallons of water. I saw this one lady. She had, it wasn't even a gallon. It was like a little miniature, like the water cooler, how big the water cooler bottle is. It was a miniature water cooler bottle. She was ready, and I think she was prepared to share with folks. But she was ready, and I said to myself, oh, Lord, I can't even imagine standing in line holding that for so long because it looked heavy. It looked heavy, but she was ready. So, yeah, so you want to make sure, because tonight they have to finish up the count. It has to be done tonight, I think by 11 o'clock or something tonight. That has to be finished. So now that's going to be, did y'all know that the Georgia State Secretary Raffensperger, they said that he got death threats because he would not, oh my God, like, it's so sad that this is what we've come to in America, that the person who's over the state of Georgia is getting death threats from people in his own party because he wants to be a person of integrity. He wants to make sure that the voting is fair, and that's a problem. And so because of that, I heard on the news yesterday he Raffensperger got death threats. That is the craziest thing ever. But listen, that's the time we're living in right now. We're living in some pretty crazy times. So, but he said, you know what? I'm going to stand on what I believe, and I believe that this needs to be a fair election. I'm going to give it a fair count, and people who don't like it, don't like it. I'm a person of integrity. So, I applaud him for that, because he could fall to the pressure like the rest of those people who are just going along with nonsense. I'm like, oh my God, what happened to having your own mind? They don't have it, y'all. It doesn't happen. I got to tell y'all about this real quick. Y'all know, I'm an entrepreneur. You know that. I'm sure you probably figured it out by now. And so whenever I see stories that I feel like make press, it's a marketing thing. So Pepsi made a limited apple flavored cola, and there's just one way to get it. That's what's in the Gwinnett Daily Post this morning. Lemon. I don't even know if I would want a lemon flavored soda. I don't really drink soda anyway. And when I do drink soda, it's probably Pepsi. Because I don't really care for Coke. I know I'm in the land of Coke here in Georgia, but originally I'm from Jersey. Well, I'm from Georgia, but raised in Jersey. I think Coke is too sweet for me. Pepsi is not so sweet. Not to me, But they got a limited edition apple cola. And the bottle is, now I got to tell y'all, Pepsi, this bottle is ugly. It's an ugly bottle. The branding on the bottle is ugly. I think it's horrible. I don't know who did that, but it's got a pie, it's got an apple, it's got a fork. That is the ugliest branding I've ever seen. It looks like something somebody put together back when I was when Adobe was just coming out. It's horrible. I don't like that part. But anyway, it's going to be giving away 2-liter bottles of Pepsi Apple to 1,500 winners of the Pepsi Apple Challenge sweepstakes. Listen, not even thinking about the Pepsi Apple. This is some good marketing right here and good PR. And because they have come up with this ugly bottle, they have made the news. I'm sure it's not just on the Gwinnett Daily Post. It's probably national news that they got this apple flavored cola that's coming out. And they only did 1,500. Thank God, because it is ugly. And I can't even imagine what it tastes like. Yes, okay. So it said Pepsi unveiled its first 2-liter redesign. And oh God, that is so ugly. Ooh, that's an ugly bottle. But anyway, that's a part of the Pepsi Apple Challenge sweepstakes. And listen, they know what they're doing. They're getting publicity. That's what they're doing. Publicity is so important. And I try to tell people, and a publicist told me this 20 years ago. They was like, listen, don't look at publicity as a way to generate dollars, because it may not. You have to look at publicity as a way to build your brand. So when you see things on television, it's brainwashing you. Let me just put it like that. It's brainwashing you because they show it over and over. They want to be top of mind when you think about insurance. Who you want to think about, right? When you think about car insurance, who do you think about? State Farm, Allstate. When you think about health insurance, who do you think about? Colonial Penn. Because that's top of mind, because they always talk about it, right? Think about, is that State Farm? Liberty Mutual. Think about Liberty Mutual, right? When the genie comes out. Now listen, this is what I'm telling y'all. If I didn't have insurance already, Liberty Mutual, and so the commercial with the guy who's trying to do the commercial, like they hired him to do the commercial, and he said Liberty Bibbidi, right? See how much that is stuck in my head? I remember exactly what he said. They're trying to get him to do the commercial, and he be up there, he be stumbling over his line. He be like Liberty Bibbidi. But think about the ones with the gin that's in the booth. And she said, I wish I could shake your hand. And he pushes his hand. That's branding. So off the top of the mind, because that's really good branding, I have remembered those commercials in my head, right? Like the commercial, ow, dun, dun, dun. I can't think of the name of the person, but I'm looking at that woman with that little green skirt on from the 1900s and that little white shirt, and she's doing the little dance. Hilarious. It's I think that's a secret commercial. But think, this is what publicity does, right? Publicity and media helps you build a brand. So I'm not mad at Pepsi. Remember last month I talked about McDonald's and the Travis Scott meal. It's all branding. The black hamburger roll for holiday from Burger King. It was black. I would not have eaten it. I know it was probably fine, but it just looked ugly, But what did it do? It got media attention. So as a business owner, that's the kind of stuff you got to think. You got to think outside the box so you can start. And let me say this. That's only if you're trying to build a brand. If you're not trying to build a brand, don't worry about it. But if you're trying to build a global brand, you have to think outside of the box, and you have to always think outside of the box. So even though this branding on this Pepsi apple soda is ugly, it's only $1,500, and it's only for this Pepsi challenge for the winners. And so for me, if I won that, I probably would never open it because I'm just that type of person. Someone sent me. I had a client that I helped some years ago. She sent me this giant cookie. No, it was he. He sent me this giant cookie in this mug. When I tell y'all, I kept the cookie for about 7 years. It was just sitting in my office on top of the top shelf. It was so cute. I never ate the cookie. And so when I got ready to move to Georgia, I was like, okay, I think it's about time I throw this cookie away. I kept that cookie for about 7 years. It didn't mold. It didn't get bugs on it. It probably was hard as a rock. But I probably would never open this Pepsi is what I'm saying. Because I'm just that type of person. Very sentimental. All right, listen, I'm going to my last song because I got to get over to Gwinnett East Side Gwinnett Chamber event. And I might do some live streaming on Facebook from there. So check out my Facebook, Good Morning Gwinnett on Facebook, and see if I'm live streaming, video live streaming from there to talk up, so you can see what's going on at the event. So I may pop up my camera and do some live streaming. But I'm going to a song, and I'll be right back after the song to close it out for you and give you a word of inspiration for the day. Stay tuned.
Between concrete walls, there's a place for us where we could go, where we could be alone. Between city lights, we don't have to hide. I wanna go, do you wanna follow? There's something in the air, I can't explain it, but it's there. Ain't nobody gonna find us in our secret love affair. I don't wanna have to hide no more, it shouldn't be unfair. I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? I can't understand why we can't hold hands, but they don't know what we have is real love. Aren't you sick and tired of having to hide? I know a place, do you wanna follow? There's something in the air, I can't explain it, but it's there. Ain't nobody gonna find us in our secret love affair. I don't wanna have to hide no more, it shouldn't be unfair. I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow?
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you because I got to run. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration. And this is a good one, y'all. They all pretty good, though, I got to say. Okay, here it is. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Oh, let me say that again. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. George Bernard Shaw said that, and he was absolutely right. Here's the thing. Be who you want to be. Create that person. I want to be a podcaster talking about what I want to talk about. Guess what I do? I podcast. I'm creating this life. And it took me a minute to get there, right? Because I was chasing dreams, other people's dreams. And then when I say other people, I'm talking about there were opportunities that I would jump into because it looked good, because that person was doing so well. And I said I could do it too. That wasn't my life. You know, that wasn't my path. So you have to, I'm trying to find myself. Who am I? Who am I? Well, I'm this person that likes to talk. Hence why I have a podcast. I'm this person that find politics intriguing, which is why I talk about them a lot. I'm this person that is a diehard entrepreneur and will be one to the day they put me in the box and I talk about business, right? So she was in there, right? But I was kind of ignoring her because I was trying to do everything else based on other things that I saw around me. Now she's free. She's free to move about and be who she is, right? And she is an entrepreneur who podcasts, who loves media, who likes politics, who likes creative ideas. That's who she is. You can create your life. What does that life look? Now here's a question. Not finding yourself, but what does your dream life look like? Do it look like you getting up every morning doing a podcast? Because that's what mine looks like. Do it look like you being a consultant to people who want to start a podcast? Now, and I'm just using podcasts as an example. You may be that person that just want to get up every morning and bake cupcakes, bake cookies, make pecan pies. Do that thing. Create the one thing I could tell you, if you can think it and dream it and believe it, you can achieve it. And that's not a cliche. Let me tell you something. That is not a cliche. But here's the thing. You got to have the guts. You got to have the fortitude to step out on faith and do that thing. Create your life. You can create it right now. This has been the best time ever to create the life you want. Now, let me just say this. Yes, it's going to cost you some work. Yes, it's going to cause you probably some sacrifices. But if that's the life you want, create it. Take the sacrifices, because in the end, you can do what you want to do once you create a life you love, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I love my life. I've been doing this for 23 years, but I got to tell you, I'm probably the happiest right now. And I don't know if it's a shift in the universe, whatever it is, but I feel the happiest right now that I've ever felt, because I stopped chasing all these other things that I thought could bring me fulfillment and fortune. Let me say that again. I stopped chasing all of these other things that I thought could bring me fulfillment and fortune. I got other ventures that I'm looking into. I got other things that I want to do, but right now I'm super happy. Like, I'm like, man, I get up every morning and do what I love, which is this right here, talking to you guys. 4 days a week? Yes. And then on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I can decide what I want to do with that. Do I want to work? Do I not want to work? Do I want to watch movies all day? Do I not want to watch movies? Do I want to meditate and read books? Do I not want to do that? I get to choose, because guess what? This is the life that I'm creating, and you can create your life. Listen, that's all I got for you today. Listen, you still got time to make it out to Eastside Chamber. Go to Summit Chase Country Club. Drop your $30 at the door and bring some canned goods, a turkey, or a gift card to support a family that's in need for this holiday season. And make sure to support as much as you can right now. Again, that's going to be today at 11 o'clock. You got time to make it. I got 15 minutes to get there, and I'll get there. But listen, in any event, if you missed any episode of this show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and listen to past episodes there. And also follow me on Facebook, and I may be live streaming, so follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett, and follow me on Twitter at GM Gwinnett. Also, go to Apple Podcasts, find your favorite 2 episodes, and give it 5 stars. And don't forget to download our app from the App Store. If you got an Android or iOS, we got an app for that. So the Good Morning Gwinnett app can be on your phone as well. And if you're listening on Spotify, if you're listening on iHeart, if you're listening on SoundCloud, show us some love over there, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. You could be anywhere in the world to spend the last 45 minutes with me. And trust me, I love you to life and appreciate you for that, because you could have spent your 45 minutes doing something else, but you're listening to me. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. with a guest. Stay safe out there. And until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.